Factory.
And, you know, being there from the very beginning, you know, we got to see a lot of special moments in TRL history. One of them includes my second championship reign, not to toot my own horn, with a ferocious battle against Lucas Tesangro.
And, of course, tomorrow, back-to-school beatings here.
Ladies and gentlemen, is everyone having a good time tonight?
Boy, I'm having a great time.
We have a stacked card for you for our 100th episode of TRL. We will be hearing from our brand new Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, Brian Murphy and Mike Z. We will be having the Supersonic Champion, David Goldie, defending against the Sensei of the Red Dragon Dojo, Papa Juice. We will be having the original MF take on Anthony Bennett. And now, who wants to see some championship action? Your following contest is scheduled for what for? And it is for the Monster Factory Thunder and Lightning Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied to the ring by his father, Papa Juice. He is one half of Controlled Chaos, straight out of the Red Dragon Dojo. This is In Chaos.
The first of 3 title matches scheduled for this historic event, and the first of 2 opportunities for Controlled Chaos to become singles champions here at the Monster Factory. The Thunder and Lightning title is on the line. Chris Desmond.
And the Thunder and Lightning Championship, for those who don't know, both competitors of completely different weight classes compete for this championship. The current champion, the God of Dad Bod, defending his title here tonight against Kid Chaos.
And his opponent. Accompanied to the ring by Marvelous, weighing in at 69 tons of dark matter, coming in from planet Scumbag. He is the God of Dead Bod.
The second ever Thunder and Lightning champion, defeating former champion and former middleweight medallion holder Liam Black. And we are being joined by the man's tag team partner, Marvelous, one half of the Body Snatchers, who is gonna sub in for Chris Desmond on commentary. Welcome, Mr. Marvelous.
Thank you for having me. I am so excited to see my best friend in action get his hands on Kid Chaos.
Now, I don't mean to cause any potential harm, but last week it did seem like there was maybe some tension in the Body Snatchers. Is all good on Planet Scumbag, Marvelous?
It is all good over here with the Body Snatchers. The thing with me is that sometimes I can get a little bit in my head. And like all relationships and friendships, you have your little rough patches. I have a little bit of attitude, but I talked to the God of Dad Bod. He calmed me down. We're focused, and we're focused on tonight.
Well, God of Dad Bod was very, very much a cheerleader for you last week in your title match. You are here to do the same. This is a chance to see the Thunder and Lightning concept on full display. Has to be a match between 2 different weight classes, and it was so close that you had the opportunity for this match, but instead Kid Chaos throwing you over that top rope. How you feeling watching Kid Chaos get this opportunity instead of you?
I feel like he kind of stole our moment. That should have been me in there with him right now. but it's fine. And Kid Chaos came out, snuck in, pushed me, and now he's got to deal with the God of Dad Bod, and I know the God of Dad Bod is going to destroy him.
Very easy to find competitors in a different weight class than the God of Dad Bod, the super heavyweight. And now this title match is underway.
It might just take more than just Thunder and Lightning to beat the God of Dad Bod.
Now the Body Snatcher's very familiar with Controlled Chaos. Are you willing now to share, since God of Dad Bod is in the ring, any strategy you two went over in advance of this match?
Strategy is that he's got to catch him, because you can see right now, he's just going to go around chicken out, try to do the little cat and mouse thing, but once the God of Dad Bod gets his grisly hands on Kid Chaos, it's going to be a wrap.
And Kid Chaos using the same strategy that benefited him last week when he rolled out of the ring in that #1 contender battle royal and was able to sneak back in. Of course, in order to win this match, he's going to have to get in the ring and pin or submit the God of Dad Bod.
This is what he wanted. This is what he's going to get.
One more time.
See, look at, come on, get in there. Come on, D, get him.
Kid Chaos deciding that discretion, the better part of valor, gonna fight when he's ready. Of course, against the God of Dad Bod, that might be never.
All he's doing is just poking the cosmic grizzly bear that is the God of Dad Bod. The God of Dad Bod, look at him, look at him. He's waiting peacefully in the corner because he knows exactly what he do once he gets his hands on him.
In the question of whether or not Kid Chaos is displaying intelligence or fear, the crowd has vehemently weighed in on the side of cowardice.
Last week it was intelligence. Today, it's definitely fear. Oh.
Almost no effect with that drop kick.
It's gonna take more than that, buddy. It's that speed.
God of Dad Bod is both the unstoppable force and the immovable object.
Squash him. Squash him. He already got him. That was probably Kid Chaos' big mistake. Go for that crucifix. Oh.
And Kid Chaos was able to slip down the back door, but maybe an even more dangerous situation right now. God of Dad Bod teasing.
Oh, the crowd loves it. Oh no! Oh, and he rolls out again. Hey, he had his opportunity right there.
Kid Chaos saw his life flash before his eyes, and it almost ended underneath the ample posterior of the God of Dad Bod.
God of Dad Bod usually has a cool head on his shoulders, but as you can see, he's over it now.
Well, Chaos has done a good job of luring Dad Bod to the outside. Dangerous situation for both men.
Come on, D. We snatch a lot of bodies for this cardio. Get back in the ring.
God of Dad Bod, very used to wrestling and a tag team style. It's a very different kind of wind. Marvelous, you're usually there by his side. Has this been intentional by Kid Chaos, basically to wear down the cardiovascular conditioning of God of Dad Bod before the match even starts?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is intentional, just not a smart move by Kid Chaos, because look at this now. Let's all be quiet. Let's all be quiet.
Okay.
Shh. Tiptoe, tiptoe.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting chaos.
Uh-oh.
This is the largest Elmer Fudd cosplay I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
All right. Don't.
Oh,
Yep.
there he goes.
Okay. Look out behind you. Yep. Mistakes were made.
Get him!
And mistakes definitely were made.
Yeah, I said it. All he had to do is get his cosmic hands on him and look at him. Chopped him down.
It's incredible. God of Dad Bod like a hybrid vehicle. Under 5 miles per hour. You can't hear him. Completely silent.
And the crowd loves him.
And Kid Chaos cannot win this match on a countout. Can only be determined via pinfall or submission, but Kid Chaos's back may have just gone out.
Oof.
No padding whatsoever on the Monster Factory floor. God of Dad Bod rolls in and breaks the count.
He's not only beating him up because of this Thunder and Lightning Championship. No, he is beating him up for the pain in our asses that Control Chaos has been for the last couple of months.
And this time, Chaos escapes by rolling in the ring. Of course, we'll see Papa Juice in action later tonight for the Supersonic Championship if Kid Chaos can win this match, and that's a big if. What momentum does that give to Controlled Chaos over the course of TRL 100?
Well, right now, it looks like all the momentum is on the God of Dad Bod side.
Is there anyone on the roster who can defeat God of Dad Bod given the weight class difference?
I don't think so. There's one thing that people got to understand. The God of Dad Bod is the biggest competitor that we have here in the Monster Factory. He is the largest. He is a monster. He is 666 tons of dark matter.
Oh, it's almost like this entire concept, this entire Thunder and Lightning division was set up to create God of Dad Bod as the final boss.
That's the final boss, for sure. Oh.
Now, you were potentially going to be in this match, Marvelous. What would you be doing different than Kid Chaos?
The only difference is I'll probably be running around. I'll be a lot smarter than Kid Chaos. I'm not going to sit here and wear him out.
Well, Chaos has been very tactical. There's been a strategy, whether it's working or not. Chaos came in very clearly looking to wear out God of Dad Bod.
Oh, my
What's bigger than a
goodness.
black hole slam? Like, is that a...
It's over. Wait, that's usually... All right. Something in the God of Dad Bod's eyes I see differently tonight. He's very, very aggressive. Oh, here goes.
God dose
There
being
it is.
given.
Crush him. Crush his skull.
And it's going to be an overdose for Kid Chaos. Our referee might have to make a
Is this
decision.
it? Oh, it's it. It's it.
Kid
Here
Chaos.
is your winner, and still
He's got it on him still.
Monster Factory
There you
Thunder
go.
and Lightning
Watch it.
Champion, the
I don't need him
God
to get this ball.
of Dad Bod.
Kid Chaos was unable to continue. And the nigh unstoppable reign of the God of Dad Bod as Thunder and Lightning continues.
What is he doing? What? You know, sometimes I gotta just let him do him.
Looks like Kid
this
Chaos
right here,
may have gotten more in the head of God of Dad Bod than we anticipated, because this is not ending with the bell.
I told you about that look in his eyes from earlier. Oh,
Chaos now
That's
running for
nice.
his life. Doesn't even make it. And God of Dad Bod now turning his attention to the referee. Marvelous is running to the ring. This could be a suspension. This could be a fine. This is a serious escalation from Dad Bod. And can his fellow body snatcher calm down the savage beast? Thankfully, Marvelous seemingly able to talk some sense into Dad Bod. And God of Dad Bod retains the title, but it does not seem like things are all good on Planet Scumbag. Last week it was Marvelous who was having a crisis of confidence in the ring. This week, God of Dad Bod nearly losing control on a referee.
And I'm back. Yeah, Jason, I'm not so sure what's going on, but, you know, not too surprising with the God of Dad Bod. You know, sometimes his emotions get the better of him, but...
A mercurial planet, you might say.
Maybe, but, you know, the body snatchers are standing tall. He is still the Thunder and Lightning champion, and the night goes on.
All right, everyone. Please welcome at this time one half of the Monster Factory Tag Team Champions from the world famous Monster Factory, Ryan Murphy.
It was last week on TRL 99 that the guaranteed Murph Z, Brian Murphy and Mike Z finally defeated Pete's Posse to become the new Monster Factory Tag Team Champions. Last week, no fruit roll-ups were allowed. This week, they're being tossed out like the candy that they are. Get yourself a goodie bag, courtesy of one half of the Tag Team Champions.
Happy TRL 100, y'all. Unfortunately, Mike is unable to join us tonight, but we are going to rock out. We are going to celebrate TRL 100 and the new MFBW Tag Team Champions.
One of the most beloved men in the locker room.
All right, so first and foremost, the Supersonic Championship, that's on the line tonight. Who's ready to see Goldie defend against Papa Juice? I don't know exactly what's going to be going on with the tag team titles this weekend, but whoever wants to step up after taking out Pete's posse last week, I don't know. I wish Pete would have something to say.
Well, say their names.
Cowboy Pete Carter, not usually a man of few words. And it was surprising that we have not heard anything out of Pete's posse's camp since losing those tag team titles.
What you got to say?
Guess who's not banned from
Oh,
ringside
no.
this week, Brian?
And Milton Malo and Isaac Taylor, the former tag team champions, all
You
business.
run around with our Monster Factory Tag Team Championship belt? You think that you're a champion? You're no champion. You're a fluke. Take him out. We've beaten you so many times before, Murphy. Isaac, remind him how we do things around here.
This is a 2-on-1 assault. Mike Z is not in the building.
And even with the absence of the Italian tank, Milton Malo and Isaac Taylor are taking Murphy to town here.
There is no mirth whatsoever in the eyes of Cowboy Carter.
Get him out here. Get him out here.
Man, the beatdown. What does Pete
You
Carter have?
are a liar. You are a thief. And you are a loser. Get him up.
This is unconscionable.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 2-on-1 assault.
Hours. So, Brian Murphy, let me tell you how it's going to be. Oh, yeah. How's that? Huh? Tomorrow at back to school beatings. Tomorrow at back to school beatings, this posse is going to know the sweet taste of victory when we take back our Monster Factory Tag Team Championships.
A statement made strongly by Pete's posse and Cowboy Pete Carter. And so tomorrow at back to school beatings, we know it's not going to be a 3-on-1 assault. It's going to be a 2-on-2 tag team title match between the Guarantee Murph Z, or what's left of them, and Pete's posse. We thought the rivalry was over, but it is only heating up. Brian Murphy may be in no shape whatsoever to compete tomorrow, but if he is, we're going to have a tag team title match. And that's just the icing on the cake.
See what you did there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
While we're getting this mess cleaned
Tomorrow
up.
at 7 p.m., we will be back in this building for back to school beatings. The Monster Factory champion, the notorious Mimi, will be defending against Chris Desmond.
That's me! That's me!
On October 18th at 7 p.m. here at the world famous Monster Factory, we present Monster Mash. And save the date, on November 22nd, we head to Philadelphia on the corner of Swanson and Ritmore in the 2300 Arena for Turkey Slam.
Yes, sir.
Your following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Baby, I've been it.
Introducing first, he's it. He's Bennett. He's Anthony Bennett.
One half of the Fight Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Anthony "Tone" Bennett, in singles action tonight. He likes to have a martini on Mondays, and he says it's always Monday somewhere. And it's probably 5 o'clock wherever it's Monday. That thing looks strong.
I can tell you it does smell very strong. I don't know what's in it, but I might.
It's not juice, I'll tell you that. Anthony Bennett will defend the Fight Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles at Enter the Fight Round 3 here at the Monster Factory on Sunday, September 28th. And in the meantime, we'll see him in singles action here on TRL 100. That is not Cameron Pierce.
And his opponent from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 130 pounds, the original MF.
MF fooled us all. A picture-perfect imitation of his longtime rival, Cameron Pierce, but instead, it is the young man who has the arrogance and confidence of someone who's been in this game the length of time this literal child has been alive.
You know, I was really looking forward to another matchup between Anthony Bennett and the Kingpiece Cameron Pierce. But like you said, the original MF fooled us all.
We're going to see MF going up against Andrew Bennett. Vastly different experience levels here in this match. But before the match gets started, we heard this music before. I imagine this is the real deal. The Kingpiece Cameron Pierce.
You got yourself to ref my match, so I'm gonna ref your match. Don't worry, I got you.
I guess a newly sanctioned ref for the night in the Kingpiece Cameron Pierce.
I'm getting word that this is official. Cameron Pierce pulled some strings, got himself assigned referee duties for this match. Now, Cameron Pierce is a trained referee. He's qualified and capable to do the job in the abstract, but is there any way, Chris Desmond, that he can call this one down the middle when it is a match including his rival, his arch enemy, his nemesis, MF?
I'm going to be real honest with you, Jason. I don't see that happening after what happened last week or 2 weeks ago when the original MF got into Cameron Pierce's business and ended up refereeing his match. And not only attacking Cameron Pierce, by the way, also attacking Anthony Bennett.
We're going to see just how ethical Cameron Pierce can be, and Tone Bennett is not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, looking to make an easy night of this. And the cocktail. Double strong for the original MF.
You know, without guys like Tone Bennett paving the way here at the Monster Factory, there might not even be a TRL. Former Monster Factory champion, former middleweight champion, former tag team champion. This man has done it all here.
Former participant of the Cruiserweight Classic in the WWE. He has wrestled under the brightest lights, and what an opportunity it would be for the original MF to get this victory. And so far, Cameron Pierce is calling it right down the middle. We'll see how long that lasts. It might depend on whether or not MF gets in the man's face.
Say what you want about the original MF. He's one tough SOB.
Confident. Cameron and MF have been battling over the unofficial title of Best of the Juniors here at the Monster Factory, top of their class. Can MF be the one to defeat Tony Bennett here in a Monster Factory ring?
You know, I'm all for believing in oneself, but this is a prideful young man and just showboating to the audience right now. He needs to focus up on Tony Bennett.
Pretty sure that MF's ego weighs more than he does. And Cameron Pierce was a little methodical getting into position for that cover.
Well, you gotta understand, Jason, you know, Cameron Pierce just came out here. You know, he's fresh from the back. Oh, we're going for a cover here.
Roll up. And Pierce did get in the same position, but there was a little more spring in the young man's step, I think, for Bennett. You could say that he's just getting warmed up, or you could say he's playing favorites.
Well, if the crowd rallies for Bennett,
MF.
The original MF is in control right now. I am very surprised right now.
Yeah, OMF really taking it to the veteran Anthony Bennett. Lifting up a man twice his size,
Man,
maybe twice his weight.
That suplex was shaken, not stirred.
MF not able to partake in a adult beverage. Anthony Bennett has had 7 since 7. Evens out.
And that was just his pre-match stretch.
Next to reward himself with a post-match beverage, reward himself with a pre-match beverage. If he was able to have a mid-match beverage,
who's to
life
say
would
he
be
hasn't
good.
already?
Well, you're holding it. And now Bennett turning things around on the original MF. Rockabye, baby, go to sleep. Don't sip that drink.
I was just curious, I'm sorry.
Oh, you just spilled it on me, and it smells strong. Bennett's got the MF on his shoulders. Cameron Pierce so far calling it roughly down the middle. Bennett reversing and leaves the OMF stunned. Quick kick to the bread basket. Now looking for the espresso martini, but OMF had it scouted.
Oh, a lumbar check to Bennett.
Crawling over. And that is a...
Oh.
Wait. That was a appropriate pin count, but Bennett had his foot on the ropes, and it's going to be tough to convince OMF that the fix isn't in, but legitimately, Bennett got his foot on the ropes. That's a rope break. No end to the match.
Yeah, Cameron Pierce is doing the job that he was assigned to do here tonight.
Well, we got a full crowd of witnesses making the case to OMF that this match must continue, but within a heartbeat away of winning was OMF, who's not taking it very well.
You think he's mad?
Can't win the match without a referee. Doesn't matter what happens now. And OMF realizing that, losing his temper, that's wisdom that's going to come with age. You literally can see the light bulb going off on top of that young man's curly head.
Where is he going? What's happening here? What is this?
He's ripping up the Fight Pro Wrestling advertisement, so I'll have to tell you, come here on Sunday, September 28th to see Tony Bennett defend the tag team titles of Fight Pro.
That's product placement if I've ever seen it.
It absolutely is, and he destroyed our flyer. He owes us at least $1.75 given today's rates at Staples.
Oh! A checkmate by Cameron Pierce.
The King Piece had it scouted, and now espresso martini. It ain't legal, but it's effective.
And there you folks have it. It is happy hour here at the Monster Factory.
It's always Monday when Anthony Bennett is in the building, and that means Martini Monday. But OMF has got the chair, looking for revenge, and Bennett sacrificing himself for the king piece.
Tomorrow, back to school meetings, me and you.
Challenge laid down. King Piece Cameron Pierce versus the original MF tomorrow night. Back to school beatings.
The unofficial title, Best of the Juniors, on the line. Since January, it has come to this, the original MF against the King Piece Andrew Bennett. Bennett made himself a pawn, sacrificing himself for the king. Now, can the King Piece take the board in full? We'll find out tomorrow night here. Back to school meetings where also this man sitting next to me, the heat seeker Chris Desmond, will get a chance to become a 3-time Monster Factory champion as he goes up against the notorious Mimi for the Monster Factory title.
And listen, when it comes to the Monster Factory Championship, me and Mimi are 1-1. So tomorrow night we settle it once and for all in this rubber match. Who comes out Monster Factory champion? I have a good feeling about it, but hey, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Monster Factory Supersonic Championship.
Excited.
Introducing first, the challenger from the Red Dragon Dojo. He is one half of Controlled Chaos. He is Papa Juice.
Kid Chaos was not able to get the job done in the Thunder and Lightning title match, but there is still a chance for Controlled Chaos to walk away with Monster Factory Gold tonight. The patriarch of the Red Dragon Dojo, Papa Juice, going for his first singles title here at the Monster Factory.
I gotta say, one of the most impressive wrestlers we have here at the Monster Factory. Quite the tag team wrestler, but like you said,
And his opponent,
Very impressive wrestler is Papa Juice, but he is going up against maybe the franchise player of the Monster Factory.
coming at you from Marlton, New Jersey, weighing in at 205 pounds. He is the Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, David Goldie.
The quarterback of the locker room, simply born better, but he still works for it. The Supersonic Champion, David Goldie.
and David Goldie is a man. Listen, David Goldie is a man I respect very, very much. He is the hardest worker in the room. You said it earlier today about me, but you look at this man, this is where I got that inspiration from. And now he's going to defend, like he has for several weeks, the Supersonic Championship against Papa Juice.
An absolute star in the making is David Goldie. You are getting in on the ground floor of someone who has the potential to be a superstar in this business. But unfortunately, Chris, I have important information, inside trading as it were, that Goldie has been nursing a debilitating leg injury for several months that has only been getting worse. He's been hiding it well, but if I heard about this, you got to imagine that Papa Juice may be aware as well. Papa Juice, leg on the rope. so far between Goldie and Papa Juice. Great extension by both men. Papa Juice, the head of the Red Dragon Dojo, the proprietor of the Red Dragon Dojo.
And David Goldie said, I can kick too. My God, what a beautiful drop kick.
Papa Juice is the master of Juice Jitsu, a proprietary martial art developed, a hybrid fusion martial art taught only at the Red Dragon Dojo. David Goldie, a master of what we like to refer to as professional wrestling.
You know, Papa Juice has every tool to become Supersonic champion, but this is not going to be an easy fight, especially if he gets the audience. Let him get to him like this.
The signature hairstylings of Papa Juice has made him a target of the Monster Factory crowd. It's almost like a red rooster's not a good idea in wrestling.
I don't know. It reminds me of another red. I don't know. Amazing.
Beautiful punch across the jaw.
Oh.
A shot across the bow by the Supersonic champion. Two of the most all-go wrestlers on the roster. Goldie slamming chest to chest, forcing Juice to the mat.
I know I can go, but I'm already out of breath just watching this.
Papa Juice is a former tag team champion here at the Monster Factory. Goldie, future first ballot Monster Factory Hall of Famer if we were ever going to take a vote already in his young career. Big swing there. And a spear on the apron. Devastating offense by the Supersonic champion, who now stepping inside the ring, and another leap of faith.
My God. David Goldie is a specimen like no other.
One of the top talents here, and now taking a moment, having to rest and recuperate mid-match is David Goldie. And pouring some water in the eyes of Papa Juice. No sweat off his back.
Let's go.
David Goldie tossing Papa Juice in the ring. Papa Juice has to win this one in the ring, but Goldie and now landing hard on those legs.
Oh. Paintbrushing the bottom rope with his face.
Nailing.
Drop kicks down low. That was a 2-for-1. And thrown into the ring post, shoulder first. That's a 3.
David Goldie pointing at his shoulder to the referee, clearly potentially compromised at this point. This is a bad situation for Goldie to find himself in. And Papa Juice smelling blood in the water. Oh, like a flying shark, pinpoint precision on that kick. Two only, but so close. Papa Juice, a phenomenal wrestler, but you'd have to say anyone going up against Goldie is an underdog here at the Monster Factory.
You gotta understand the caliber of wrestler that have been in the ring with Goldie as he defended that Monster Factory Supersonic Championship. You look at Christian Darling, you look at Travis Jacobs, you look at the Notorious Mimi, you look at Drew Gulak. You know, one come all. Goldie has defeated them all.
Papa Juice has found and created his own weak spot in the armor of David Goldie, and it is that shoulder. Devastating offense, trying to neutralize those strikes. And you wonder if when Goldie hit Juice with that beautiful fist across the face, if that changed the game plan for Papa Juice to say, I'm going to make sure that Goldie can't hit me like that again the rest of this match.
Well, you gotta understand, this takes out a lot of Goldie's arsenal. out with the bump shoulder, he might not be able to hit that springboard knee. He might not be able to hit the Ushiguroshi as well as he would like.
Well, he won't be able to lift up Papa Juice. He won't be able to lift himself up into a springboard position. Our referees checking Goldie out. David Goldie may be far more than worse for wear at this point in the contest. Juice is very effectively grinding away at the Supersonic champion. Clearly did a lot of tape study, a lot of preparation in the dojo for this match. And Goldie not even able to mount up a defense at this point, Chris.
Papa Juice is picking him apart, but there is still some fight in David Goldie.
Clutching that arm, almost limp to his side. Oh, insane height on that sunset flip, but Juice able to roll through.
What we got here?
Goldie trying to quickly regain control, but can't even hold that arm up for more than a second, let alone maintain a grip across Papa Juice's neck.
Man, Papa Juice he's almost like he's enjoying this.
There's no almost about it. Papa Juice relishing the opportunity to cause pain and potentially permanent damage to someone so respected in this building like David Goldie.
Well, I gotta tell you, when I was coming up here in the Monster Factory, I did a lot of things that I was not proud of. A lot of things to get ahead, and I think that's what Papa Juice is here to do. Him, Kid Chaos, Controlled Chaos, they don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves.
These are the strikes that exemplify Papa Juice's offense. Scissor kick and now trying to pull David Goldie away from the ropes. And Goldie continuing to roll closer and closer to those ropes, but still kicking out.
Papa Juice laying the pressure on the top half of Goldie's body. Goldie's gonna have to use a lot more energy to kick out with them shoulders.
Goldie's trying to get a little bit of feeling into that arm, trying to get the blood to flow, just trying to make it usable effectively. No juice in the pool for Big Papa, and this is an opportunity now for David Goldie to turn this around if he can even make it to his feet.
It was high risk, no reward, but if Goldie can't capitalize, I think Papa Juice is going to get his air back.
David Goldie is suffering a one-armed man in a wrestling match. It's not inconceivable for him to win, but he's at a significant disadvantage. The pain etched across the face of the quarterback.
When in doubt, just throw your body at them.
Fight now. Regret it later. You're still holding the title.
David Goldie has held that championship with some pride for the last couple of weeks. He is a fighting champion. He is a champion that I am proud of. But Papa Juice is making him work for it tonight.
Incredible resiliency on display by David Goldie, but the tenacity of Papa Juice, who has wrestled an immaculate match since turning things around.
And I gotta say, this is a different version of Papa Juice. I mean, we've seen him turn up the volume last couple of weeks, but Papa Juice tonight is something else. Oh my.
Oh, but David Goldie turns it around and drops Juice right on his rooster crown.
But you gotta ask, how much of it did it take out of Goldie?
It was impressive, it was important, but was it enough? Can it turn the tide, or are we only delaying the inevitable? A new champion being crowned here on the historic episode 100 of TRL. And this is a battle that favors Papa Juice under the best of circumstances, and Goldie is not in the best of circumstances right now with his upper body.
Take away his arm, take away his leg. Goldie is still fighting.
Big swing and a miss because David Goldie had it scouted at a knee right to the base of the neck. Juice is barely conscious.
Oh, with what strength David Goldie had left, was able to pick Papa Juice, drop him for a German there.
Usually you were able to get a lot more height on that German, but Goldie giving it all he had, and you see there, that's what a German usually looks like when you got your full weight behind it. full control of your hands, full control of your grip.
Oh,
God. And we're seeing Goldie switch gears.
Oh.
Now more to kicks, lower body strikes, having to adjust on the fly. Both men now by the ropes.
Oh. Both men trading German suplexes.
This is a war of attrition. This is not necessarily about who is going to win, it's about who's going to last.
Oh,
Center of the ring, perfect positioning. And Juice gets the shoulder up.
Oh, whoa, hey, what's going on here?
Kid Chaos, the son and tag team partner of Papa Juice, has emerged, holding the title belt.
Oh, this referee's got to take control here.
This is not what anyone wants to see out of a match of this caliber, and that means that Kid Chaos is worried that Juice doesn't have it in him, and now the distraction revealed. Papa Juice came at him with the title belt.
Oh! Managed to get the Ushiguroshi.
But so much of the body has been weakened of David Goldie, and now the distraction paid off. Did you see how Goldie crumpled after hitting that Ushiguroshi?
Yeah, he is wearing himself down with that badly injured shoulder.
We need to get Kid Chaos out of here.
Oh!
And we've got a referee down. Thankfully, we have 2 referees for just this circumstance. Someone needs to send Kid Chaos to the back.
Oh, no, not...
One
Come on,
referee
Goldie,
is
watch out,
attending
Goldie.
to the other.
Not like this.
The title belt across the skull of the champion. Referees are coming out, but has the damage been done? Are we looking at a new supersonic champion?
Well, you can't, but there's no referee inside the ring. They're all checking up on the fallen ref.
And this may have been a flaw in the game plan for Controlled Chaos. And Goldie does get the shoulder up. All the shenanigans seemingly for naught. This match must continue. And will the title reign of David Goldie continue as well?
Oh, but the ref has his back turned. Come on, ref, please turn
We
around.
need our referees to get their
Not
eyes
this
on
way.
the
Please,
prize.
God, not this way.
Double team. And this was a 2-on-1 mugging.
Here is your winner, and the new Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, Papa Juice.
What did we witness?
They had 2 opportunities tonight to leave TRL 100 with gold, and while Kid Chaos couldn't get the job done, Papa Juice did with a healthy dose of asterisks and assistance, but it's not gonna matter because come back to school beatings, your champion now, Papa Juice.
Oh, what is...
If there's one thing that's a truism, when you win a title, there is a target on your back, but I'm not sure that we expected anyone to step up to the champion quite this quickly. This is primetime Christian Darling.
Prime time Christian Darling, a former supersonic champion in his own right. He might be out here looking for his shot, for his championship back.
Someone who has been hot on the heels for that franchise player label. challenge was laid out, and Darling nor Papa Juice stuttered. And just in case you wondered whether or not Kid Chaos was going to be the same kind of X factor in this match, Christian Darling has backup, and her name is Stevie Brooks, because when it comes to the two of them, it's complicated.
Well, we have it tomorrow, an official challenge. Christian Darling takes on Papa Juice for the Supersonic Championship.
What an event Back to School Beatings is looking to be. We know it is going to be Chris Desmond versus the Notorious Mimi. We know it's going to be Pete's Posse trying to regain the tag team titles against the Guaranteed Mercy. And now we know the Supersonic title will be on the line less than 24 hours after it changed hands. Christian Darling goes up against newly crowned, it's crazy to say out loud, Supersonic champion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Papa
I've
Juice.
just been informed that Papa Juice will be defending his Supersonic Championship against Christian Darling tomorrow at Back to School Beatings.
There it is, the official announcement. Christian Darling versus Papa Juice for the Supersonic Championship. But I gotta take a moment to give credit where credit is due, and that is for David Goldie, who has successfully defended and brought prestige to the Supersonic Championship.
We are now guaranteed to crown two new champions tonight here at TRL 100, because in our main event, it will be Christian Rocco against Tim Dynamite, and one of those two young men will elevate their careers by becoming the first ever, the inaugural TRL champion.
And Friday nights moving forward is either going out with a bang or we are rocking and rolling to next week.
What an ovation for Stevie Brooks returning after a gruesome injury. So glad to see her standing here in the Monster Factory. And she will be the insurance policy alongside Christian Darling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, has everyone had a good night so far? Because it's now time for your main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the inaugural TRL Championship.
Oh, that is a pretty looking thing.
Introducing first, from the mean streets of Williamsburg, Pennsylvania, the Crucible, Tim Dynamite.
We started off tonight's program with a battle royal featuring some of the top talent here at the Monster Factory. But it all came down to these two wrestlers, including this man, Tim Dynamite, who has the opportunity to etch his name in the stone of history by becoming the inaugural TRL champion. An outsider looking to claim the throne here at the Monster Factory. How would it make you feel, Chris Desmond?
What a statement that would make, right? Tim Dynamite, so-called outsider, making his name here at the
And his
Monster
opponent.
Factory.
Rocking his way across the USA, weighing at 225 pounds, wild child, Christian Rocco.
Christian Rocco coming in bruised and bandaged after that battle royal. Tim Dynamite took advantage of Christian Rocco's good and trusting nature, brutalized this young man's shoulder, gaining an advantage here in the main event. You're no stranger to championship matches. You're no stranger to championship wins. Chris Desmond, what does Rocco have to do tonight to overcome the odds? And Dynamite's already on the assault. And for the third time this evening, Dynamite has slammed Rocco's shoulders into the post, now make it an even 4.
Man, like I was saying before, Tim Dynamite, a so-called outsider trying to make his name here at the Monster Factory, that would be quite the statement if he was to win here tonight for the TRL Championship.
Tim Dynamite representing the Skid Row Pro Wrestling Academy, showing that, oh dear Lord, Rocco's shoulder is being decimated.
There is no wasted energy with Tim Dynamite. He is out to prove a point, and he is looking to end this quickly.
TRL has become the meeting place, one of the most important spots in the tri-state area for young talent to prove themselves. What an opportunity now for Tim Dynamite to announce that he is the king of the tri-state area by becoming TRL champion. Take nothing away from the wild child Christian Rocco over the last few months. What a transformation Rocco has had.
Oh, looked like he was going for some type of military press there.
Gonna have to change the game plan on the fly is Christian Rocco, because one arm may be incapacitated. We've seen before how damaging losing an arm could be. David Goldie suffering a similar injury in his match with Papa Juice. Is history going to repeat itself in this one, Chris Desmond? Is this, at this point, Tim Dynamite's match to win?
You know, I'll never say never. It's looking like a very strong candidate right now.
Tim Dynamite has been on the attack since before moment 1. Rocco falling behind. Is there any way to catch up?
It seems like, I mean, Tim Dynamite was on the attack well before this match happened, the match before happened, the match before that. Tim is picking apart Christian Rocco right now.
Focused and laser-like, but the karaoke king of pro wrestling, who lost himself and then found himself to the beat of a different drummer, and I would say a different drummer every song. Oh, 2 there for Tim Dynamite. Now Tim looking for a submission against Christian Rocco. Great reversal there by Rocco. You're only going to get a few of those opportunities. You have to make the most of them. Very confident Tim Dynamite. You'll notice that Tim Dynamite usually mouthing off constantly, and this is a more silent and focused Tim Dynamite than we've been used to seeing these past several weeks.
Well, when championships are on the line, sometimes sometimes the mouth gotta stop running and your fist gotta start flying.
Great positioning there, center of the ring. Rocco still has life in him, but instinctually clutching that shoulder. Dead giveaway that is where Dynamite should continue to mount his assault. Rocco throwing heavy hands to Tim Dynamite.
You know, the thing about it is that Tim targeted the right shoulder, the right arm of Christian Rocco. Christian Rocco is right-handed. He is throwing them punches with his right arm. And, you know, they're not as effective as they should be.
Cover there. 2 1/3 for Tim Dynamite, who is inching ever closer to a 3 count, inching ever closer to becoming the first ever TRL champion. This is the main event of TRL 100. What an incredible run it has been so far.
Oh.
This has been the strategy for Christian Rocco. Try and get these flash pin predicaments.
Well, you gotta understand, Jay. Like, he is picking apart Christian Rocco. Christian Rocco refuses to stay down. You gotta ask the question, what does Tim Dynamite have to do right now to keep Rocco down?
Exactly what he's doing, but over and over and over again. If Rocco cannot change the complexion of this match in a meaningful way. Oh, yet again, a roll-up. Dynamite just needs to be on the
Oh, there it is. Thrown with the other arm.
Wild slaps across the face. More hits than misses.
Oof.
And Dynamite forcing Rocco, and now the armbar applied. This crowd willing Rocco to reach the ropes, break the hold, stop the stretch.
You know, someone has been in the ring with Christian Rocco and Tim Dynamite. Tim Dynamite is not someone to underestimate, but Tim Dynamite should not underestimate the resiliency of Christian Rocco. Trust me, it's hard to keep him down sometimes.
And Rocco gets the rope, forcing the break, but Dynamite looks like he's going to take all of that 5 count that he has, pushing right to the limits of what is allowed. Dynamite taking a moment to gather himself, maybe strategize the final blow. Now,
arrogance.
toying with Rocco. And this may have been a mistake because Christian Rocco getting enraged and it is turning things around for the Wild Child. Both men are down, but Rocco looking to try and rise to his feet first.
Crowd behind Christian Rocco. Can he rock and roll to a victory?
Tim Dynamite being met with big lefts. And finally, Rocco went for a right, and Dynamite had it scouted, a boot right into the arm. Great drop kick, followed by another. This is a winning combination, perhaps a hit single for Christian Rocco, who is forcing Dynamite up.
Man, Christian Rocco is struggling to get any offense in.
Rocco's got to try and change things around, and now a grab of the tights. Dynamite beginning to get a little desperate here. And for the 3rd time, the attempt at the military press.
Oh, my God. There it is. But how much did that take out of Christian Rocco?
Proving a point, overcoming injury and pain to drop Tim Dynamite right on his own mouth. Air raid crash, center of the ring.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here is your winner and the first ever TRL champion, Christian Rocco.
History is made. Chris Desmond. He started at a deficit and came back swinging. The Wild Child, Christian Rocco, ends the historic TRL 100 as your inaugural TRL champion.
We are rocking and rolling every Friday night now. Christian Rocco, new TRL champion.
What a journey it has been for this young man. He was attacked, betrayed by his tag team partner, had to find himself, had to find his own rhythm, had to find his own path, and through a love of karaoke of all things, captured the heart of the Monster Factory. TRL